Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 45.
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out, y'all.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Royalty has just walked in. I call him royalty because a big chunk of my life, I've watched his face on the big screen. I watched him grow from a youth to a grown man. I've even seen him naked, full frontal.
Wow.
I didn't want to
You're
see
not alone.
that. Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen his ass. I've seen his ass.
There's you and a lot of other people, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. But hey, man, listen, it's good ass.
Taste, dude.
Yeah, you see we're in shape.
You're a man of taste.
Yeah, man. Whoa, hey, no, I didn't taste the ass. I just saw the ass. Hold up, Daniel. Hold up, man.
happening?
Hold up. But hey.
Well, you got that quick.
But I do want to thank you because of the Harry Potter epic saga.
Yeah.
It helped me get closer to my child.
Oh, cool.
And a lot of kids, for that matter, who were really into it, and it kind of bridged the gaps of generations because you did that so well.
Oh, well.
But I think probably one of your best, I don't know, acting jobs, probably one of the most challenging had to be Swiss Army Man.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
fun.
well, yeah.
I loved that movie, but it's just one of the weirdest. Like, for anybody who doesn't know, I play a corpse that magically sort of starts coming back to life.
Yeah.
And so when I was reading it, there'd be like early on there'd be a scene that says like Manny looks embarrassed, and I was like, but I can't move or talk or do anything. How do I do that? But yeah, it's if you haven't the guys who directed it are these two guys called the Daniels, and if you want just like a lot of fun, you should check out their music videos on video. They're just like they did the Turn Down for What video where everyone's just falling through the floor. And like, they're just they're crazy people and they're amazing.
Yeah. And you farted a lot in that.
Yes,
you farted a lot.
Yeah. I in fact, the first like 2 minutes of the film, you see Paul Dano rides my body across the ocean like a jet ski powered by farts.
Oh,
wow.
Farts.
Yeah.
Did you have to eat some special things for that?
I wasn't making my own. It was all that was done in post, fortunately, because that would just have been a very unpleasant for the crew and probably they did make a they made a prosthetic mold of my arse and then like fitted it with a pipe that they could like pump air through and stuff to simulate the farts and like get certain effects. So yeah, let me tell you, there is no dignity in having a mold of your arse made.
Yeah, give it to an ex-girl. That's a great gift.
I don't know. Yeah, I did think the other day somebody pointed out to me that somebody just has that.
Somebody has
in
your
the
ass.
world. Somebody has that.
The mold of your ass with a pipe in it.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I probably should have like taken it away with me and destroyed it.
Yeah.
But no, it's out there somewhere.
Daniel has a pipe in his ass somewhere in this world.
There we go. Somewhere in this world.
Hey, but here's the thing. You could have easily, after Harry Potter, been pigeonholed, fell into a box, and not get another role. We've seen a lot of kids who take on powerful roles and are never able to outlive it. I think you've done an excellent job.
Thank you very much.
Outliving it. So congratulations. Which brings us to this new film. DB and I were talking about. DB is our movie junkie. Say hello to DB.
Hello, DB. Nice to meet you, mate. How you doing?
We were talking earlier about Imperium because it's such a far reach from, completely different from Harry Potter. You know what I mean? You go undercover as Nathan in this white supremacist organization, and you initially start out as this innocent guy who just has no experience and just is not even sure why he's being asked to do this. So, I think people enjoy the Undercover movies because it almost gives you a glimpse of like, how would I handle going in a white supremacist group or like a gang or something like that? You know what I mean? So were there any parts of it that you found kind of, I guess, I wouldn't even want to go that far deep if this was actually real for you?
There is nothing about being an undercover agent that appeals to me, like in reality. Like it is a really, really hard and very scary job. And the time, because the guy that the film's sort of based on the experiences of a real guy, some of them, and he's called Mike German, and when he did it, he was doing this in the early 90s when like the technology was not as streamlined, and so he was wearing a wire to every meeting he had with all these guys, and the wire was just attached to like a cassette player that was strapped to his ankle with little tapes that he had to go and flip over every 90 minutes.
Wow.
So like, yeah, I mean, for every
So if you heard a click, the tape stops. Click.
It's a wrap.
I've got to go. I've got to go. To
White
the toilet,
power! Hold
guys.
on.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, I think I said to him like, what happens to you the first time? Yeah, because I said to him like, did you ever get accused of being a cop? And he said like, yeah, all the time. And I said, what happened the first time you did that? And he said, well, I was really scared, and then about 2 minutes later, he accused somebody else of being a cop, and then about another 5 minutes later, they accused somebody else of it. It's just they're all so paranoid about the FBI and infiltration that it's an accusation they throw around all the time. So you just have to kind of get used to the idea that like, yeah. And I said to him like, what happened if they wanted to pat you down? And he just said, I would just say like, no one touches me, like ever. It doesn't matter. I'll walk away. We don't have to do the meeting or the deal we were going to do, but just no one ever touches me. That was my rule.
Really?
Yeah.
There's also that
What?
common thing about when you stay undercover so long, you eventually almost get the mentality of forgetting that you're supposed to be,
Yeah.
a cop in this situation.
Well, I think it's also the fact that, undercover work is often very lonely, and you'll often be cut off from your own family and friends for a long time, and the people you end up spending the most time with are the people that you're actually supposed to be sort of surveilling. And so I think you do often get situations where I think that's why it's one of the things that's hard about it is that you end up, because you have to form connections with people in order to do your job well. So you end up becoming friendly with people that you are going to have to, turn on at some point.
Daniel Radcliffe is here. The movie is Imperium, but we're talking about everything from his ass to pipes in it and farting. So whatever you want to find out, and we're going to throw a beat on and see if he actually knows how to rap.
No,
I mean, you can act, but let's see if he
wait.
knows how to rap.
Yeah, we
That's
don't want that.
Sway in
No
the
one
morning.
wants that.
Shade 4 or 5.
He was not insane. He was not a lunatic. And he was not stupid. He was a white supremacist following a plan.
What plan?
A plan from a book called The Turner Diaries. It's about a race war to exterminate blacks, Jews, and mud people. He was carrying the book with him when he was arrested. What he was trying to do was start the race war.
Yeah, that pretty much breaks down Imperium right there, man. That's a clip from the movie. FBI agent Nate Foster goes undercover to disrupt a local white supremacist group who are in the process of preparing a bomb. And Nate is played by our very esteemed guest here with us today, the one and only Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Drop a beat, Wonder.
It's time.
It's not.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing's
Sorry.
gonna happen. You're gonna get dead air, guys.
That's
I'm
it, brother,
warning
really?
you.
That's all you got?
Yeah, I'm promising.
Okay, just say your name. Say your name.
I'm Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, you got bars! Who do you listen to? You like rap at all?
I do, yeah. I'm like a sort of indie kid, really. I grew up in England, listened to like the Libertines, and lots of sort of punk from the 70s. I grew up like listening to a lot of the Sex Pistols and the Buzzcocks and Clash and all that stuff. But like, yeah, I've got I like some rap as well. Like I've got into latterly. I mean, like obviously, like I did do a rap on TV at one point.
Yeah.
I did Blackalicious rap, the alphabet aerobics thing.
Delicious.
So I
from Cali to Northern Cali. Go ahead.
so I did that on TV at one point, and anybody who's like any lyrics, I'm obsessed with like people who are really good with lyrics. So like I'm also like a like obsessive Eminem fan. Like I was like, all the kids in my class were just like, I don't know. Well, because also it came out at a time when it was like, it was rude.
Yeah.
And I was like 9.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is cool. I'm grown up. This is
Yeah.
great. But like, yeah, I don't know. I suppose I've been really behind on music though recently. I'm really like out of the loop.
Well, you're working.
Thanks. That's
You
my
know what I mean?
excuse.
Like, you work a lot. You got a lot of stuff to memorize, and you put in that. But the fact that you said Eminem on Shade 4-5, give that man a round of applause. This is actually his station. I don't know if you knew that.
What? No, I did not know that.
You see that picture on the wall right there? You thought he was just pointing at you.
There you go. There he is.
Yeah, pointing at you.
Yeah,
like,
man. Like I just
good call, Daniel.
he's I just like some of those lyrics are just beyond me, like how people like the internal rhyming and like puns and references to stuff. It's just out of this world. Yeah.
Would you say one of the greatest of all time?
Well, in my opinion, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna argue you.
No,
Okay,
nobody
cool.
will argue. While we were talking, you mentioned while the music was playing, you mentioned that you like the Giants, New York Giants fan.
Absolutely, yeah.
I am too. Sway chimed in about the Oakland Raiders. Nobody cares, but since we were talking about sports a little bit, basketball. How do you view, basketball teams here in the U.S. Obviously, how do you look at it? And then the Olympics, obviously, what's going on? Do you follow everything?
Yeah.
United States.
No, I'm into pretty much all American sports, particularly like last year with basketball. Like the finals last year was amazing,
Yeah.
and I'm probably not for. Were you a Golden State fan? Being
Yeah,
an Oakland
Daniel.
Raiders
See the
fan?
shirt.
Okay, sorry.
It's good of you to know that.
Cool, sorry.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, sorry.
Shirt, man.
Oh,
Thank you.
gosh.
I mean,
Right.
please,
Yeah.
all right,
Well,
all right.
but it was. But that's I loved watching Golden State go from like everyone's favorite like scrappy new team to like the hated team that are now like you've become Manchester United overnight.
That's
basically.
who we are, Manchester United.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who that is, gang?
Yeah.
You know? Okay.
They're the football team everyone in England hates. Well, they were because they were very good for a very long time. But yeah, I also like basketball at the Olympics. Like it does seem a bit crazy to me because like no other countries really play it. Like I mean they do or whatever, but like not to the level that you do here. I remember I was sat next to I was at an event once and I got sat next to Tyson Chandler, which is very funny to start off with because like sitting down he's still taller than me standing. I was chatting to him and like, I was saying like what's it like going to the Olympics, and he was like it's kind of I think he was conflicted about it because like he said unless we're winning by 30 points, our fans aren't happy. Whereas like European teams will be losing by like 20 and their fans are still cheering because we're all English and we're used to failure these kind of sports.
Wow.
Well, no, England has a rough like if you look at all the sports we've supposedly generated, like soccer and cricket and all these things, we invent this stuff and then export it and then get our asses handed to us by the rest of the world.
What do you think that is, man?
I don't know, but it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Like we still banging on about winning the World Cup in 1966. I mean, we need to.
You need
get
something,
better.
man.
Like,
Then the whole thing with the EU leaving the union,
dude,
man.
man. It's really like it was so.
Guys are on your own out there, huh?
Yeah, now apparently. I mean, I feel like that is our version, more or less, of like what's happening with Trump, and like it's just a huge wave of like hostility to the idea of multiculturalism, and which frankly is like what England, Britain's an island. Multiculturalism and immigration is by definition what made us great, and the same with America.
Same with the States.
So it's a crazy world now.
Crazy
It's
time right now,
frightening.
man.
Yeah,
I love that you just act and then you can hide from all this, really.
Yeah.
In your roles, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Daniel Radcliffe is here. 888-742-3345. Imperium is the name of the movie, in theaters this Friday. We got RJ from Vegas on the line. What up?
RJ was good.
Hey, RJ.
What up?
What up, man? What'd you like to say? Say hello to Daniel Radcliffe, man. How often you get to say that?
Shout out to you, Daniel Radcliffe.
Hey, RJ, how you doing?
But RJ's the man.
Yes.
What?
Quick question about why you guys think McVeigh tried to start a race war.
That was a clip from a movie.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Yeah, RJ's the man. RJ's not the man right now. Okay. What the hell are you talking about, man?
Also, like, I'm sure he's not, and I don't want to slander him with this, but it sounds like, hey, why are you giving Tim McVeigh such a bad rap, guys? It's like, well, I mean, I don't think.
What the hell? All right, man. We're going to take more of your calls, 888-742-3345. DB, you had a game you want to propose here?
Yes, I do. It's called Clear Up the Facts. You want to head with it now? Or?
Yeah, we come back with it. Sway the morning, Shade 4-5. Daniel Radcliffe is here, the new movie Imperium, this Friday, August 19th. It's an interesting movie. I got a chance to see some of the movie already, and I stopped it, Heather, because I want to see it. I like to actually go buy the ticket, have the whole movie experience, lean back in the chair, eat some popcorn, drink some water. I'm drinking water now, no more Slurpees. And have the whole movie experience. So I suggest you do that this Friday, August 19th. Okay? DB, the game is called
Clear Up the Facts. Nowadays, people are always making up rumors and fake stories, and you really can't believe anything you read on the internet. So we're hoping you can help us clear up the facts right here on Sway in the Morning.
Got Daniel Radcliffe with us. Yes.
Yep.
Fact number one.
All right, so this is what I did. I pulled up some stuff off the internet.
Okay,
and I want you to clear it up whether it's true or
Looking
false.
forward to this.
All right, number one. You tried to read the first Harry Potter book at 8 years old, but you couldn't finish it. But when you got cast as Harry Potter, you actually read the whole thing.
I think that's true. I think I'd probably, like, my dad had read the first two to me. I was not a reader, and then after I got the part, I was like, oh, I should probably read these.
Right.
And yeah, so I think I read the first four after that, and then I really did get into them, and they sort of got me into reading like they did for a lot of kids. But yeah, that one might be true.
Okay. Number two, you're a big fan of action movies such as Lethal Weapon, The Bourne franchise, and Die Hard. You started with Alan Rickman, who played Hans Gruber. What was that like?
Well, yeah. Alan's amazing, obviously, and yeah, I mean, who isn't a fan of Die Hard? Die Hard's like one of the best movies ever made. Like that's a great movie. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I like action. I like my secret like actual guilty pleasure is like
Porn?
Yeah, well, that.
Nice.
Is like,
Fart porn?
Is like deep, like really bad horror movies, like asylum movies, like Megapython versus like Crocosaurus, Sharknado, Terracuda. Is Terracuda a real one?
It's a piranha.
Piranha, yeah.
No, there's piranha. There's that, but there's also like there's Sharktopus.
Okay.
There's some real like the really
You like
low
those,
end
okay.
stuff. Yeah, that's my stuff.
The two-headed shark horror one.
Sharknado and
I
all
don't know
that.
if I've seen that one,
Yeah.
but I need to.
It was like some random Netflix thing.
That
But
sounds
anyway.
great.
You should be watching Strange Things.
Oh, I've just heard it's great.
Yeah,
No,
you should be watching
That's
that. on
actually
Netflix.
good, though.
That's
That's
good.
actually
It's good.
good. Yeah,
But it got
yeah.
all those old school movie elements in
Right.
it.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
okay.
That's awesome.
Okay, this is a quote that I found. Let's see if you really said this. I used to be self-conscious
Nope,
about my
I know
height.
it already. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Okay. Fuck no.
Shut down.
Said I used to be self-conscious about my height, but then I thought, fuck that, I'm Harry Potter.
Absolutely, it's something I've never said, but it's something that people attributed it to me. And it just like they put that quote on a photo of me, and it went everywhere. And I wish I had said it. It's great, but I definitely never said it. Unfortunately.
Clearing up facts.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Damn, I
you like
thought
to play pranks on people.
Oh God, this is sort of true, but it's also sort of not true. I played a prank on Robbie Coltrane on the very first Harry Potter movie, and I told that story in the junkets, and my God, it has dogged me for 16 years.
It's over now.
It has just kept. I was like, I changed his phone language into Turkish, which was funny for about 2 minutes, and it was not funny at all because he could not reset it, and he was a busy man. And so yeah, that was. But then everyone was like, so you love pranks? It's like, no, I haven't played one in like 16 years.
Okay, we ended that right
Thank
here
you.
today. Okay,
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
last one. This is sort of a personal one. If they were to do a Harry Potter remake, which is obviously popular right now, years from now, would you consider a cameo?
Yeah. I'd consider it, definitely. I'm not saying I would, but I definitely would. I would definitely think about it, and I'd definitely like to, I definitely, I'd read it.
Seasoned veteran. He said, I'll consider it. I'm not saying I would,
Yeah.
because years from now, they're going to be reading that quote to you right back again.
Absolutely.
Man, congratulations on a great career. And it's just the
Thank you.
beginning for you, man.
Hope
I
so.
feel like it's so much ahead of you. You're very talented at what you do.
Oh, dude.
Daniel Radcliffe,
Thank
thanks
you
for
very
coming by.
much.
And you're
No,
officially a
thank you for having
citizen.
A sway in the morning.
Yeah, you got a citizenship now, man.
Awesome.
All
Thank
right,
you very much.
great.
Indeed. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Imperium in
fan.
theaters on the 19th. Make sure you see it. We got Celebrity Wire up next.
Yeah, and Chris Brown has been in a wild court battle with his baby mama, and finally the verdict is out.
Shade 4-5.
It's Sway in the morning. Only
On Shade 45.